Hello, everybody. It's me, your friendly internet superhero. I mean, not so super, Batli-Man. And today, the plan is simple. We're gonna learn how to play chess. You guys already probably saw the clip I put on Instagram. I mean, I'm not the best player. I know, I admit it. But I can learn it. I can learn how to play chess. So I'm gonna invite my friend on Discord. He's a really good chess player. He's a really good friend of mine, and he promised he'll teach me. So let's see. Let's go. Ready. All right. Hi Nikhil, how are you man? Cyberpunk gameplay when? See, पहली बात ये है कि I haven't bought the game, so I'm not sure if I should stream pirated games. I mean, अभी मैंने story डाली Instagram पे. And the second thing is like, I mean, we know like Bean, Claudia, and Sunraby are already doing that, and I don't think I can top that. Like, they're fucking hilarious. So actually, no, I'm more funny than them, and I don't want to steal their thunder. That's all. I'm not making excuses or anything. It's not that I'm lazy, all right? I just don't want to steal their thunder. That's all. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, Vatsal. Wait, you're
Hi,
on
Nat-
video, right? Okay, let me add you. Okay, how do I add this?
in OBS, just in your scene, add another screen capture.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Just
I'm doing.
capture.
Video capture device. Discord. No, I got this. Okay, I really don't know how to do that. Wait, give me a second.
It's okay.
Window capture. Okay, I think that works. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think you're on the screen now. Yes, you are.
All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
chat.
Hi, Chad. This is my friend
I'm sorry
Vatsal.
about this monstrosity.
No, you look good, man. That's all. That's all right. You look really good. You look really great. All right. How do we play this now? How do I add you? How do
The first thing I'll tell you is since you don't have this thing, chess.com Gold or Premium, and I strongly suggest you against it, come to Leeches first. Make an account on Leeches.
okay? How do I spell that?
LICHESS leeches.org.
lichess.org. Okay.
So Leeches actually stands for Libre Chess. That is, well, e-chess.
Oh, okay. All right. Uh, register.
So there's a stream delay. Shit.
Yeah.
Didn't realize.
I had to keep it because yesterday I was playing Among Us and I didn't want my friends to stream snipe.
Oh
But they
yes,
did it
of
anyway.
course. Such stream sniping issues, no?
Yeah, that's fine. I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree. Register. All right. It's so convenient to have a second display, I swear.
So convenient. But also at the same time, it gets really confusing at times, mostly when you're streaming,
I
because there's
actually
OBS on the other screen and you're working on the first screen, and then you try to capture the first screen on second one.
I actually made that mistake yesterday. I was
I don't
supposed
know
to.
if chat was able to understand what I just
No, I think I don't
tried
think
to
there are
show
any
on my
viewers right now. Oh, okay. There are actually okay. There are two viewers now. All
so
right.
anyway, whenever anyone comes in, actually there is Nikhil at least say Cyberpunk gameplay when
Yeah, I just told him I can't because I'm not gonna stream pirated games. Okay. Welcome to leeches.org. Mm,
nice made account.
I did, yes. Okay, now what do I do?
Yeah, tell me your name, username.
Batli-Man. No space, nothing. Just straight up Batli-Man. All right. Hello, Darshan. How are you, man?
I invited you a study.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so now can you see the board?
I can,
Yes, I
yes.
think you can.
Okay.
Nice. Also, it is not on your stream, so you're still. Uh,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
yes,
know, I know.
yes, nice.
All right. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's go.
All right, yes. So I think you can make the board a bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wait.
Bottom right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that is fine. I don't know why my video is stuck though. Like I can hear you nice and clear. My Discord's running fine,
Okay.
but on the stream I'm stuck for some reason. Probably some OBS.
Okay, it's good now. It's good now. I was supposed to just like restart Discord. That's all. It's good now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Darshan, it's fixed. I think now. Yeah, good.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
I
all right.
don't
So
think.
this is a.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I forgot to keep the chat on my second display.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sure.
There we go. His camera is frozen. Okay, now I think I fixed it. It's fixed, right?
No, it's frozen again. Actually.
Okay, wait. I think I got it now. Okay, there we go. Yep, it's working now. Okay, let's go. How are you, man, Darshan? How are you? Wait, I think it's frozen again. Is it frozen? Can you check what's up? Yep, working. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's all fine. Nice. Okay. So now, can you make a move?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like just anything, just so that I can see if you are on the analysis board or not.
I think I am, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't minimize. See, it's a window capture. So if you minimize Discord, that'll go away. So you can't minimize Discord.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
don't,
open.
I haven't minimized it. I've
Yeah,
just
yeah, now
kept
it's
it on
fine.
my, I've just kept it on my second display.
Mm-hmm.
The second you
Yeah.
minimize, yeah, it's good now. Okay,
All right.
cool.
Yes, I can see you make move. You made e4.
Yep.
All right. So first things first.
Yeah.
In general, what is the idea of chess?
The goal
What do
is
you
to,
believe should be the idea of chess?
I think the goal is to win.
All right.
Okay,
Yes, the
so,
goal is actually okay. So primary thing, goal is not to win. Goal
okay.
is to not lose.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
right?
so
Because
it
a draw
could.
is always
Yeah,
better
yeah,
than a
yeah,
loss.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So the goal is to not lose,
All right.
and to not lose, most important thing is think safety.
Sorry, I
But
think your
when it
voice is
comes to
cutting
think,
off a bit.
uh, all right, that might remain a constant issue because I can't use the other microphone or my fan will be heard on the stream like a leaf blower. So
Oh,
I have
okay,
to
okay,
use
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No worries.
Yeah, so primary thing, there are things called opening principles
All right.
because I see you make you play only one thing, that is fool's. I think fool's mate or scholar's mate, one or the two. So fool's
And
mate, something like it goes something like this.
all
So
right.
you go this, let's say black plays this, and then you go here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's the one I
Let's
play.
say this, you try something like this, right? Now
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't work versus this kind of opening.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you can't do this.
Okay.
Now,
So,
or in the other variation, what happens is you either play this. You go here. Let's say he doesn't do anything. I'm just trying to show you. You go here. He, let's say, plays this. You go here. He goes back and this. Right. So this is
yeah,
scholar's
yeah,
mate
yeah.
or fool's mate.
Okay, that's
So
the one I usually try to do.
yes.
Hi, Boo's
So these are
Logics. It's actually Bartley, not Balti. Balti-Man is like my
the
alter ego, you can say. I actually have an account called Balti-Man. I made that as a joke. I never use that one, but yeah, it's Bartley-Man. Okay, so you were saying what's it? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut off like talking to
so
chat.
no, it's completely fine.
Okay.
So what I was trying to say is that both of these are very ridiculous, and as the name suggests,
Fool's mate, yeah.
one is fool's mate and the other is scholar's mate. So
Scholar
why the
or
name?
caller.
Yes,
Scholars or callers.
scholar, scholar.
SCHOLAR.
Yes.
SCHOLAR, right? That.
So why scholars mate is because in the olden days, say approximately 16th century or so, when usually women or people
Yeah.
coming from lesser economical backgrounds would try to play chess,
Hmm.
in their first game itself, scholars would do this
Okay.
and then
Oh,
say you can't play this game because it's a scholar's game and you are not a scholar.
right.
Because anyone with the least amounts of brain should realize that this cannot be allowed.
Right, right. Okay. That makes sense.
This,
So that's
whatever
scholars.
you do, this move itself should not be allowed. Like this queen is very weak here, and the first thing that comes to your mind should be this,
Yep.
or even if not that, this.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very basic to not allow something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense now.
Right. So
That's exactly how I
so
got
these
baited
are
yesterday. So I'm not gonna make
exactly
that mistake again. Hopefully.
yes. So generally, fools only repeat this mistake of you
Oh,
know playing fool's mate.
are you insulting my wits?
No, no, I'm saying that you that shouldn't happen. I'm not trying to say that.
No, no, I'm just joking, man.
But yeah, so in general, what your main goal and opening should be at this level
Yeah.
is to actually try and get as much space on the board as you can,
All right. So
and
I have
preferably
to
in the
cover
center of the board.
as much space around here. I don't think you can see
Okay,
right
so
now. Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
okay
you can
that.
see these four
Yeah,
squares,
oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You need to take control of these, and just as a parallax effect from this, you eventually try to gain control of this whole rectangle,
I see, okay. And then,
right? So generally, the most prominent opening moves are e4 or d4,
all right. Yeah, I've
and
seen
in the
many chess
beginning,
players, they usually play these two moves.
yeah. So these are very standard openings, one of the most preferred openings. So if you can see, wait, I'll show you the opening explorer. All right. So yeah, as you can see, 125 million people usually open with e4,
Okay, where is it?
and 67 million. Okay, so on the bottom right, you see a book icon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can click that.
Ah, I see now. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll show you openings.
Oh
So it's an
damn.
opening explorer. You can go to options, and this is just master scheme. What you're seeing probably in the beginning. Yeah, click on that. Now go
Okay.
to settings.
Settings.
There's a on the top right. Yeah, in move just above that, you'll see there's a small setting icon, the
Yeah, I
gear
clicked
thingy.
that. I clicked
Above
that.
that,
Yeah.
above that, above
I clicked that. Yeah.
that. All right. All right. Yeah. So in that you'll see that there
Masters
is
and liches.
a database masters and leeches. Yes. So
Leeches. Yeah.
select the
Okay.
leeches database,
Okay.
and in leeches database, select everything like all types of game at all ratings. Then you click on all set, and you'll see.
Oh, okay. All right.
So in the initial position itself, primarily
Hmm.
125 million people usually play e4. So you play e4. Now the most common response to e4 is c5, but we're not going to discuss that today because c5 is played on an average rating of 2000.
Okay. First
You
of
are,
all,
I think.
1 second. I think I gotta learn what are these E5 and E4. Let me see.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, yes.
So this is E and this is 4. So that's E4. Okay. And this is
Hmm.
E. Is it E? No,
Yes,
this is C and that's a 5. So, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
yes. But c5 is main line in theory, but
Yeah.
that is at average rating of 2024. So at master level, people play this most often as a reply to e4. In general, we are going to stick to the principles.
Okay.
So, uh, opening, there are only three principles.
All right.
One, center control.
Okay.
Two, piece development.
All right.
And three, not to lose tempo.
And
So
what does
we'll
that
try to
mean?
focus just on these three things. Yes, I'll come to everything. So first is center
So
control.
I'm not allowed to lose my cool. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, no, no. Tempo actually means moving the same piece twice.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
for
Okay.
example, let's say if white played e4,
Hmm.
black replies with the same thing e5.
Okay.
Now I put my bishop somewhere, let's say like this.
All right.
Okay. Now if you go this, in the opening itself, instead of trying to take new central squares or developing my other pieces,
Hmm.
I have to move my bishop again. So now
Ah,
I lost
okay.
one tempo. And
So basically, I can't let you threaten my pieces. Is that what you're trying to say?
in the beginning, you usually want to put your pieces where they are not threatened so that you can get as many pieces out as possible. So
Ah,
after these three comes development of all minor pieces before putting the queen in the game. Alright, so
oh,
the
okay,
minor
okay,
pieces are two knights and two bishops.
okay.
You would want all of them developed. And when I say developed, that means at a square where they can, do things, not in the back rank. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah, that makes
rank,
sense.
right? These are ranks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
horizontal lines are ranks. So first rank, second rank, and so on.
Hmm.
Whereas uh, vertical lines are called files.
Sorry?
So this is A file, B file. Vertical lines are called
File.
file.
Phile?
Hmm. No, no, file, File.
File, File. Oh, okay.
So
All
these are
right.
files. This is a rank. So rank 1 versus file.
So this move is called file E rank 4.
Yes, so we just name coordinates.
Ah, I
So
see.
when you move a pawn, you just say e4.
Oh, okay. That makes
As you can
sense.
see, even in the notation on the right, it
Yeah,
says
yeah, yeah.
e4,
E4, yeah.
and the
There it is,
opponent
yeah.
replies with e5. So if you move
E5, yeah,
black,
yeah.
now it says
Okay,
e.
okay, yeah.
Then
So,
if you, let's say, move your bishop to c4, so it says bishop c4.
all right, okay. So I'm supposed to, how do I make those circles again?
You can right click on a square to make circles.
So
You can.
I'm
control
supp
right click to make the red circle, the threatening ones, and you can use right click and drag to make arrows.
okay, so I'm supposed to take control of these, right?
Yes, you're supposed to take the control of these four
But
central four squares.
I can't move this one because my king is weak now, right? So I'm supposed to do what?
Not necessarily. See, here you could have, okay, because takes, and now you have complete center control,
Okay,
one
I see.
extra piece of developed than him,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
you have one tempo as well, because now even if he does something like this, you have an immediate reply.
Nice. Yeah, that makes
Okay, but
sense.
we'll not deal with C5 right now,
Okay,
because
okay.
C5 is something you won't see at your level. You'll mostly see
I,
people
s-
playing the same game
I see what you did there.
copycat. No, even at my level, I don't see. So I'm 1586 on leeches, I think. Yeah, I'm about 1600 on leeches.
Oh,
On
wow.
chess.com, I'm something around 1480 or so. So even at my level, I generally see e4, e5, or d4, d5
All right. Okay, okay.
most of the time. So it is a very simple, basic principle thing. So coming back to the basic principles, what should be your opening move? E4 or d4, right? So let's move one step further from center control now. Coming to the second thing. Let's say I play e4. Okay, opponent plays d4. Now what do I do next? What is the second move? Make second move for white.
Okay. So, all right, let me see. I can't move this bishop because it goes somewhere here, right?
You need to click on the board because I
Yeah.
can't see if you
So
say
it
this.
goes somewhere here. It goes here. Sorry, it goes here. Okay. So or here, right? So
Hmm.
I can't move my bishop. I need to take center control. So
You can uh,
it's these
move the
four,
bishop.
right? Okay. No, I'm just talking about the principles right now.
Hmm.
So I'm supposed to go somewhere near. So maybe this one.
Yes. So now the next thing you should keep in mind, generally playing any game. Okay, this is not just the opening throughout the game. You just keep remembering same thing during every single move. You have to remember only three words:
Okay.
checks, captures, threats.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you told me that one.
So
Checks,
the
threats,
first thing you do is you look checks, captures, threats.
checks,
In
captures,
the
and
same
threats.
priority
Okay.
order. Yes. Can you check the enemy's king right now?
Can I?
First thing.
Okay.
Second, can I capture something that
All
is for
right.
free? It's not a trade, for free. Can I capture something?
I
And
think
third,
your
can I
pawn
threaten
is free
something?
right now, right?
Now my pawn is free, but now it is the enemy's turn.
Oh, okay.
But what
So
you did
okay,
was
okay.
a threatening move.
All right,
So
all right.
in this position, you could not have checked anyone,
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
right? So you can't even capture anything.
That makes sense.
So the
Okay.
best thing you can do is threaten this pawn on e5.
All right. Okay. So
So
that's what we did.
moving
Okay.
knight, yeah. So knight f3 gives you one center control,
Hmm.
and while giving you center control, it also threatens the pawn.
Pawn. Yes, right. Okay. But now you're gonna move
So
your
this is
knight,
why,
so I can't
yes.
kill
So
your
now
pawn.
I'll try to defend.
I see.
So I have a couple of. So instead of this, I can play something like this as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I got that one. Or this one, right?
What?
Or this one.
Uh, I can, but I generally advise against this. See, this weakens my king. Now my white squares are very weak. So
Ah.
my light, since my light squares are weak, I'll do something like this and then try to go here. Maybe put my bishop here, my
Yeah, yeah,
bishop
yeah,
here.
yeah. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. I think I'm getting hang of it.
Okay, so let's say you played something like this,
Okay.
and now it's my turn, so I played this.
All right.
Your move.
I think it's cheating because I can see the arrows where the PCs are supposed to move.
You can turn it off
How
in the
do I
top
do
right.
that?
In the top right, you can
Okay,
read
okay.
stockfish level 12.
Okay, so
You can just
now
turn it.
I already know this one, so I'm just gonna play this anyway, and you can explain me why we play this
So
one.
this is called Rui Lopez opening. So
Louis
Rodrigo,
Lopez. Rui
yeah,
Lopez. Okay, Rui. I can see the name on the screen. Okay.
Rodrigo Lopez was, uh, I think, general, some very high level army officer in 17th century Spain,
I see.
and he invented this opening.
Ah, okay.
So it is named after him, Rui Lopez. This is one of the actually very strong openings. So Rui Lopez is even played at, let's say, or at the topmost level to almost beginner levels, because this is a very versatile opening. See, these are very basic moves. You are following the principle, not doing anything weird per se. You
Okay.
get the center control, you develop two pieces immediately, and you are following every single opening principle. So from a basic standpoint itself, it's very easy to play, as well as it's very nice, wide open opening.
Okay.
So
I think
with
everything's going on on top of my head, but I'll try to keep up.
oh, all right. Yeah. So coming to the next thing, say now if you play this, what are my options? What are black's options in this position?
Okay, let me see. Uh, wait. You don't really touch the queen right now, right?
Yes, no queen moves until all my minor pieces are developed.
Ah, okay. So it's either this one or
Yes,
right?
it's actually a
This
very
right
good move.
here. Okay.
Mm. So this is called the Berlin defense. This is a very powerful move because
My pawn is.
now
Yeah, okay.
this pawn is threatened,
Yeah.
and not only the pawn is threatened, now you force the enemy to not play this,
Ah, okay.
because earlier you could have say instead of this I play something like, let's say, this, defending, adding another defender to this pawn and developing a piece. Now
Okay.
what happens is you just take the full center.
Ah, I
Why?
see. Okay.
Because this guy has two defenders, one, two.
Ah,
You have one attacker, second attacker. But if you take the second attacker away,
that
what
makes
happens
sense.
is this pawn becomes pinned to the king.
So that's a vulnerable move, right? So the knight is
Yes,
not going
so
anywhere.
the knight wouldn't move generally,
Okay.
because it
Okay,
ruins
okay.
the whole pawn structure and threatens king safety. And after all we are looking for is king safety here.
Yeah, that's right.
So this was a very good suggested move. Say after Rui Lopez, you go here,
Okay. So now
right?
it's my turn.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I can either go for this one. No, wait. I can't. Okay, so if I go this one, you go right here, right? And you give me a check. So I can't move this one. I can't. Oh wait, I'm supposed to.
I
I
can't
can't move
see
this
your
one,
as well.
right? Hi Ganesh. How are you,
Why
man?
can't you?
Because if I move this one, you go here and give me a check. That's why.
Okay, so you can technically, because now let's say if this check comes, you have
Okay.
this move.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, as long as I can put pieces in front of my king, I'm
Yes,
good to
as
go.
long as you can interpose. And now see, even if I take this,
Yeah.
say taking this
Okay. Yeah.
is
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
actually very good for black, because if I take, then you take, and now you have doubled pawns. That means this file is open for my rook.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. So that this move
It
is a
kind of
mistake,
ruins your
right?
pawn structure. But yes, instead of this, you could have played this as well. See, now if you take, not
Ah.
say you take the bishop, give me a check, then I can take with the knight. So what happens is not only that, I get a tempo on you, I
Ah,
get to
okay.
develop a piece for free.
All right. Okay,
So, for
so
example, now you can see how many developed pieces I have on the board. Three. How
that
many
makes
developed
sense.
pieces you have on the board? Two.
3. Okay.
And I have two central pawns as well, while you only have one.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
All right. So this is very good move for me, and it's a very bad move for go here. This is a bad move.
So am I black or white again?
You are no one. You are just trying to see what can happen from either side
Ah,
because
okay, okay,
you
okay,
can
that
bring
makes
anything
sense.
in the game, right?
Okay, okay, okay. So wait, what if instead of this one, I play something else? Let me see what I can do. What about
Hmm.
this one?
Yes. So this is called a Spanish game or four nights variation. So now this is a very standard opening, and this is following the principle. You are
Okay,
again trying to defend your pieces, and at the same time you are developing minor pieces as well.
okay.
So this is a very standard move. I was expecting you to do this. So this was an expected move. So let's say now black goes something like this.
All right.
It's
Hmm.
your move. Now do you resemble a pattern, something that happened in the white in last game? I mean last variation is happening to the black right now.
I don't get it. What do you mean? Okay, so it's mirrored. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, in the last variation I showed you when bishop was here
Ah, okay.
and putting knight here was bad.
Oh, okay, I see.
So now you already have a bishop here and there's a knight on
Ah,
the square.
but
So what you should do is
I can't take out the knight though, right?
you should, because that doubles up his pawn.
Ah, so I've got a okay, yeah. So I've got a
Now
free
you
file
got a
now.
semi-open file, yes, and he has
Ah,
weakened his pawn structure and his king side. So his castling on queen side chances are gone.
damn. All right, okay. That was a good move. I get it now. Yeah.
Right. So now you should have traded.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. All
Okay, so
right.
let's say you take. Now, do you think I can play this, or it's a bad move?
I mean, it's a bad move because if I go here, then you go this, or maybe even
No.
this. I don't know. Oh no,
No.
wait. This?
Remember what I told you, three things: checks, captures, threat. So
Okay.
now with the bishop, let's say you take this
Hmm.
bishop here.
Okay.
Now can you check first off?
I don't think I can check.
Okay, so next is capture. Can you capture something for free?
Hmm.
You see a free capture on the board.
I don't think so. Okay, maybe this pawn,
Yes.
right?
The pawn on yes, pawn on b7 is free. So you should
Okay.
just take a free pawn.
Like this.
Yes. Or
Okay.
as in XQC would say, free juicer. Just take it.
Sorry, what was that?
XQC usually calls pawns juicers. And now even Hikaru
Juices.
started using that.
Ah,
Yeah, because
okay.
it's a juicy free pawn. So just take the juicer.
Ah, okay,
Free
that makes
juicers.
sense. Okay, so with this move, I've also threatened your rook.
Yes, you are threatening my rook. You captured a free thing. And you still have complete center control
Ah, all right, okay.
and almost three developed pieces. While black has two developed pieces, very weak center, and he already has to make a rook move because rook is under attack.
Yep. Okay,
Right.
so the best move for rook would be here.
Actually, best would be for black to not play this and give away a free pawn.
No, no, no. Okay, after this one, after I take
After
this
what?
pawn, after I take this
Okay.
pawn, or after white takes
Uh,
the pawn,
yes, yes, yes.
so the
So
rook moves here,
best
right?
move is to yes,
Okay.
the only move actually.
Ah, yeah,
That's
of
the
course, that's the only move because okay,
only
okay,
move
yeah, I get it now. Okay.
that doesn't lose a rook. So that was the only move. All right. So I think I told you enough about basic opening principle. Your idea is to generally take center control,
Okay.
develop these four pieces first,
All right.
and once you have these things, all four pieces are in the game, and you have some central pawns
Okay.
in whatever structure maybe. Okay.
Hmm.
Next thing you want to do is castle.
Castle. Okay. So
Castle.
what is that?
Okay. So castle
I
is
mean,
something.
I already know that. I'm just asking for my viewers.
Okay, so let's say black doesn't do anything,
Okay.
and say something like this, and then you castle.
Ah, okay. So
So what
I make my king safer. Is that what it is basically?
this? Yes, this takes the king out of the center. So that means he's less threatened by central attack.
Okay. So in that case, the opponent should be taking control of these four squares.
No, even then you want to take control of the center only in the beginning of the game because that will allow you to perpetuate your game further in. But yes, what if you castle very early and black hasn't developed any pieces by
Okay.
then black's natural move would be this. He'll even give away a free pawn just so he can have rapid development on the queen side, king side to
Ah,
launch attack.
all right.
That is
Okay.
you don't want that to happen.
So we don't castle very early in the game.
No, no, you castle as soon as you have at least three pieces developed.
Ah, okay. I see.
Also, you can't castle before developing at least two pieces anyway, no? You have to
Huh,
get
that
rid
makes
of
sense.
a
Okay,
knight
yeah.
and
Knight and
bishop.
bishop, yeah.
Yes. So now the list gets longer. So what were the first three things in opening? Center control,
Center
piece
control.
development.
Sorry, your voice is cutting off again.
Sorry, yeah. So what were the basic things in development? Like
We
opening,
have to
what were the
take
three things I told you?
center control. Then we.
Yes.
I forgot. I'm a
Center
dum
control,
dum. Please
minor
bear with
piece
me.
development, minor piece development,
Minor piece
and not
development
losing
and
tempo.
not losing tempo. All right. Okay. So center control,
Right.
minor piece development,
Mhm.
and not losing tempo.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I
Mhm.
got that one.
So now add two more things after that. So once you have these three things done,
Okay.
you have two new objectives:
And they
putting the
are.
king to safety and connecting the rooks.
And what's exactly connecting rooks? Rooks.
Okay.
Rooks.
So
Ruksana. All right.
so let's say something like this is happening.
Okay.
So it's a French defense game. So let's say black does something like this. You go here, black goes here, and then you castle. Now, once you move these two pieces out and your queen is into the game, your rooks
Okay.
get connected.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
And
So, as
rooks are very powerful when connected together.
so okay, they can move basically like the queen, right? When there are two of them
Not
together.
like a queen, but when they are connected, that means together they can face any file
Yeah,
or
yeah,
any
that's
rank.
that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Um,
but the queen still has diagonals open to it, no?
oh
So
yeah,
not
yeah, 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 I forgot about
completely like
diagonals.
queen, but yes, two rooks are actually more powerful than queen in several sort of games. That is why if you see the point count, so oh, do you know the value of every piece?
I think I remember a little bit. King is 10, I guess, right?
King is worthless, zero,
Oh,
because
okay,
if you
zero.
lose
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
king,
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's
everything
either zero or
so
infinite.
yes.
So the queen is 9, I guess. Is it 9?
Mhm.
It's 9, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Queen is 9. Queen is 9.
Rook is 8. Bishop is 7, I guess.
No, that is way too.
Sorry.
Okay, no. So what is a queen basically? Queen is just a rook and bishop combined
Yeah.
because it move vertically, horizontally, or diagonally.
Yeah, yeah.
So vertical and horizontal is a rook, and diagonal is a queen, is a bishop. So queen is basically a bishop plus rook. But queen can also change colors, unlike bishop. So a white bishop remains white for the
Oh, yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
queen can change colors. So queen should be something slightly more than one rook plus one bishop, right?
And okay, okay, okay,
That
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So it should be um 5
So,
and 3.
uh, yes. So pawns are worth 1 point.
Okay.
Bishops and knights are worth three each.
Okay.
Rooks are worth five,
All right.
and queen is worth nine.
Okay, that makes sense now.
So these aren't absolute. Okay, sometimes a rook may be in particular situation worth less than 1 point. For example, right now this rook is worth almost 1 point because it acts as a pawn protecting the pawn.
Yeah.
It does nothing else in the game.
Okay, so their points changes according to
It's
their
the
positions.
approximation that this is the best value you can get out of your piece.
Okay.
So in open files, when you have open files or open ranks,
Yeah.
two connected rooks are worth more than a queen.
Oh, okay. So they're like 5 plus 5, 10, and queen
Yes.
is 9. Okay. I got that now.
So if let's say someone takes both your rooks, but you get to win their queen, it is not a very favorable trade for you.
So if I lose
Even though you
my
are
So having two rooks is more valuable than losing the queen, right?
yes, situationally having two rooks is better than having a queen.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Now
This
I
game
want
is easy.
you with more of these things and make it actually easy for you.
Okay.
So I'll tell you that you can just memorize three or four moves and you can make exactly same no matter what the opponent plays. Now, does that make it easy for you?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah. So in chess, there are fixed openings. So people have been working for these openings for say several centuries now.
Okay.
Almost some openings are as old as the game of chess itself. So there's some opening called King's Indian Defense. So King's Indian Defense, no one knows the exact origin of it, but first time the written notes for King's Indian is I think found about yeah in the 4th century BCE.
Oh, wow.
So about 2400 years ago, some guy was there. He was like, you know what? I should play exact these moves every game,
Wait,
and it will be very
did did India exist back then?
oh, dude, India has been there since the human civilization, Indus Valley civilization. So like we have written records of 35,000-year-old things.
Fuck. All right. I didn't know that. No wonder I don't know how to play chess. Okay, so
Yeah, so there are fixed. So in chess, there are two openings. Ones are called setups,
okay.
and the others are called open opening. So,
Open openings.
so in setups, you don't follow what the opponent does. You have fixed set of moves. You make exactly them,
All right.
and the opponent can't stop you. So their play order doesn't affect you.
Okay.
So, for example, playing say e4,
Okay.
and now if opponent plays d4,
Yeah.
now this generally means that you have to respond to this threat.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can either
Okay.
take, or you can go ahead, or you can even defend.
Okay.
But basically, you have to respond to this threat, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay, I've
pawn.
got a question. So, this was it, right? So,
Hmm.
Can I not move this one?
You can, but look at your king safety and your dark squares.
Okay. So then it would be like this, I suppose. Wait, I won't move this one. Maybe this one and this.
No. Why would he move? That was fine. So
Okay.
till this is fine, not the bishop. I can give this check.
Ah, okay, yeah. I didn't
Now,
see
how
that
do you
one.
defend against this? You have only
Okay,
one move, this,
this one, yeah.
right?
Yep.
And as soon as you play this, I can just go one step back. And now look at your king side pawn structure.
It's weak.
Very weak because this pawn has only one defender, two defenders right now, but they both can't develop themselves because
Yeah.
as soon as you try to this knight has only two squares to go, this and this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the knight can go here or here.
Okay.
But if you play the knight here, that means you lose center control and you are developing pieces to a very bad square like this.
Yeah.
But if you try to develop it centrally, now this pawn has no defenders.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So this is very bad. This pawn move was bad because
Okay.
of this.
Yes, so that's the question I was asking. So if it's the right move or not. So this is
No,
the right move.
uh,
Or
because first
this?
principle. What was the first principle? Taking the center control. So moving central pawns allow you to control this square at least.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah,
Control.
yeah. That's right. Okay. So my first priority would should be to take the center control, even if I am losing my pawn. Is that correct?
You are not losing a pawn here, no?
I
You are
might, no. Oh, okay,
exchanging
okay,
the
yeah,
pawn.
yeah, 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 okay, okay, okay. I get now. I
So
get.
if he
Yeah,
takes, you take.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. That
You're
makes
not
sense.
losing anything.
But
Plus, it gives you center control. See, in this variation, you don't lose the tempo. You get the center control. At the same time, you defend your pawn.
but in that case, does this not get open to threats?
Uh, from what actually?
Okay,
Say,
wait.
there's
This. Okay, wait. No, you're right.
what threats?
There are no threats. Yeah, you're right. Maybe this one, but then it goes like this.
Huh, so now you're already in the end game without queens, and
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
very
yeah.
easy game for white.
That makes sense. Okay. So this is the move, and now what would black do in
Okay,
this
so I was
scenario?
not trying to give you situational opening ideas. See, what? So now playing something like this e4
Okay.
makes you vulnerable to reactions from opponents.
Oh yeah.
You have to react to them. What he does. Say he plays something like this, then what
Ah.
you do. So these are reactionary openings where you have to remember so many lines and so many combinations that if this is done, this should be good. This is done, this should be good. So instead, I'll teach you setup openings.
So
Setup
these
op-
are fixed moves that I can play no matter what.
yes. So
Okay.
setup openings generally acquire lesser space in general.
Okay.
Okay, so you are losing out on space,
Okay.
but you're getting peace of mind that you don't have to think for first four moves. They'll be very solid.
Okay. So what are those? Okay. So another question I have, these setup moves you're talking about. So, um, what was the term for the people who are white first? White advantage? Was it that one?
White has a slight advantage. Yes. So in general, if you play let's say 1,000 games,
Yeah.
white might win 500 in some 510 games or so.
Okay. So these setup moves you're talking about, are they exclusive to whites only, or blacks
No, no,
can
no.
play that as
There are
well?
setup openings for both the sides.
Okay. So they are different for each.
Yes, they are different for each side, of course.
Okay.
So I'll teach you one for white, one for black.
Okay.
So you can probably stick to the same thing. So first four moves same, no matter what happens. And from that you remember the opening principles. three things I told you.
Cap,
Check stability,
okay,
right?
wait. Let me do that. Take control of center.
Mhm.
I think the third one was do not lose tempo, and second one was I forgot the second one. Okay, I forgot the second one.
Minor piece development.
Minor piece development. So the those are these, right?
No. Yes, they are them.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was saying no, looking at the stream. Then I realized the delay.
Yeah, I think there's like 30-second to 60-second delay.
30 to 60-second delay.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, they are the first three things, and what comes next after that?
Ah, okay. So do not lose tempo. So that is if I
No, no, you got them down. So take center, minor piece development. Do not lose tempo. Next is
next is wait, I forgot. I think you told me to add two more things to that. That's all I remember.
this.
Oh, okay. Castle the king.
Yes, put king to a safer square and
Okay. And connect rooks. Connect my rooks. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
connect your rooks.
Okay. Okay. I got it now.
All right. So
Wait.
you
You
do
know
the
what?
same.
I'm just gonna write it down.
Yes, actually you should.
Yeah.
Generally people do. They take notes. You can even write
Okay.
down square.
So, okay. First things first. Take center control. What was the second one? I keep forgetting that one.
Minor piece development. That is the most important one.
Minor piece development. And the third one was do not lose tempo. Fourth
Hmm.
is make your king safer. And the fourth
By
is connect.
generally by castling.
Sorry?
Make your king safer. Generally by castling.
Okay, generally by castling. Okay, got it.
And fifth is connecting your rooks.
Okay, I got that one.
Hmm. So,
And what was those three other ones?
so that is a general guideline that you should think always. It's just a thinking pattern. Checks, captures, threats.
Checks, captures, and threats. Okay,
That is
there.
something you remember at every move in the game. So you
I
check
should
for
I should
check.
always remember them respectively, right? Checks,
Yes,
captures,
in
and threats.
exact same order. Checks,
Okay,
captures.
checks, captures, and threats. All right. Okay.
You should not only remember them, you should think of them from your side first and then from enemy.
Ah,
In that
okay, okay,
exact
okay. So I got
so
I
you
gotta assume what you're gonna do as well. I
yes, so
gotta
you
I gotta play your game as well for you.
at least for one move, yes. I would suggest at this point in time you take one move. So for example, right now, say if I move e4,
Okay.
now first thing I do is as black. So if you are black right now,
Hmm.
your initial thought is check. Can you check the white's king?
No. The answer
All
is
right.
no.
Can you threaten? Can you capture anything from white?
Nope. The
Can
only
you
thing is
threaten
threaten.
anything? Yes. So you
It's
try to
it's either
threaten.
this or this. Or this, yeah, okay.
So you try to threaten. But before making this move, you need to think of the same three things from enemy's perspective as well. So
Ah, okay.
let's say you are going to make this move
Okay.
to threaten this. Now you think of the same three things from enemy. Say you have a knight here on f6,
Okay.
and now enemy's turn comes. Can he check your king after the knight move?
No.
Can he capture anything?
Yes, my pawn.
How? You make the knight move. What pawn can be captured? Now you are thinking from white side.
Okay, I'm thinking from white side. Okay. So
Yes.
no, I don't think I can capture anything. I
Hmm.
don't think I think I can threaten.
Yes, you can threaten the knight.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
now
was gonna
you have
do.
to lose a tempo on black,
Okay.
moving this knight away.
So the black
So
lost its
this
tempo.
Yes, so this was a bad move because of that. You
Okay.
can't make this move because after thinking checks capture threats, you have to go out of opening principle. That is, do not lose tempo.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
You're right.
before making this knight move, you not only think about checks capture threat on your side, but from enemy side as well.
Okay. I get it now. Okay. So the optimal move for the black would be either, no, wait, not this one.
Opening
Because, okay,
principle,
yeah, yeah,
principle.
this one, right?
No, I can just take.
Wait, what?
If you make this move, I can just take.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. All right. So what would be black's
Is
optimal move? Ah, okay.
take center control.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
is threatened,
That makes sense.
and you get easy opportunity to develop pieces.
Ah. Okay, so the same goes for white as well, right?
Yes.
This and this
Hmm.
or this.
Or even this. Yeah, that too.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
So next thing we'll look at are setup openings. So setups, you don't need to think anything. So you have notepad, right? So
Yeah, I
write
do.
down for white. I'll teach you London opening or London system.
Set up moves for white. London
System or London setup.
system slash set up. Okay. So what do we
Okay,
do in
so
this one?
the London starts on white when white plays 1d4.
Okay.
All right, so let's say black makes any random move, something like let's say d5,
Yeah, that's what I was
playing by the
expecting actually.
principal, opening normal thing. Yeah, so your next move is bishop c4,
Okay.
right? Now let's say white tries something similar, black tries something similar, and your third move is you have actually two choices right now. You can either push this pawn or move the knight. But I generally like to play the pawn first.
Any reason behind
So
that?
actually, rather very detailed, which cannot be covered tonight. But
Okay. That's all
put the
right.
pawn first.
Okay.
So your third move should be this. I'll tell you the detailed notation later, so you can write.
That's
Let's
that's
say
all right.
black plays similar copycat fashion.
Okay.
Then you want your knight here.
So I've
So
started to take center control
yes, you are taking complete center control.
as well as
You
I've
have developed
developed
several pieces,
several minor pieces.
and you are making space for your king to castle.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that makes sense.
So your next move is put bishop here.
Oh,
See, now
okay.
this gives you even further more center control.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Okay, so let's say he tries something like this,
okay.
challenging your bishop.
Okay.
So in this scenario, I like to push my bishop and make him trade. So now playing this makes him lose a tempo because I get an open file,
Open file. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
my rook, as well as I get a tempo.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's a
sometimes it
good
is
move.
okay to double your pawn because now I'll try to develop my queen, my knight, and castle on the other side, like castle here,
Oh, okay. I get it now.
and just run a pawn storm to this side.
Wow. Okay. So,
All right. So just note down the first three moves that you will make in any game, irrespective of what happens.
okay, they are
So that is 1d4,
1d4,
2 bishop c4,
2 bishop c4,
and 3.
3
Okay, so black needs to, yeah, and 3 e3.
e3. Okay. So these three moves I can play no matter what.
Yes, you can try any variation for black, and you can, irrespective of that, play these moves.
Okay, all right.
Except one variation where black plays c5, gambiting a pawn.
And what exactly is a gambit?
Gambit is giving up material for free. For example, you can take this pawn for free.
And I lose
Giving
my
up
center
material.
control.
Yes. So generally, a gambit is giving up material to try and develop your pieces faster or improve upon your position.
Okay.
Okay. So you can maybe take this. So this is a Benoni gambit accepted, but generally you shouldn't. So if you face this while playing London, you wouldn't
Okay.
at your level generally. But if you do, you continue with the same thing, but just switch up the order. Or you can even just play this.
Okay.
So now you still get the chance to play this move while your pawn is protected. And you
Right.
do not lose tempo by moving the pawn twice. So you
Oh,
move
okay,
once
okay.
and you play twice, yes.
Oh, I think I've learned a lot tonight. Damn.
So now the same thing. Let's flip the board. Just a sec. Oh wait, I can't flip board and invited. Oh yeah, I can. Right. So now, if let's say you are black, I'll teach you a same thing called King's Indian Defense.
King's Indian defense. Okay. So
Uh,
these are setup moves for black.
hmm.
Setup moves for black. King's Indian defense. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the first moves?
Oh, just a sec. I haven't added you on leeches. I was just adding you friend.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So in oh, is the board this thing flipped or not
No,
for
it's
you?
not. It hasn't flipped yet.
All right. Um, yeah. Now.
Nope, still no.
Okay, you can maybe flip board for yourself. In the bottom right, you see
Yep,
three
yep, I did it.
bars of flip the board. All right. So now, playing as black, what you can do is say white plays something like d4.
Okay.
You play same thing. You start with g6.
G6.
Yes.
Okay,
Say white
so
takes the principal, takes the full center because it's free.
wait a
You
second.
play.
I'm making notes. Okay, so the first move for King's Indian defense
You
for
write
black would be
moves later.
G6.
Let's just see what is happening here.
Okay.
We'll write down later.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
let's say white sticks to principal, takes full center,
Yeah.
then you play d6,
Okay.
right? You're to discourage this move,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now let's say white tries to develop further. Then you get your knight out. White gets second piece developed. You also develop your second piece. He goes something like this, and then you just castle.
Oh, castle as soon as possible. So this,
Yes.
okay, this is called King's Indian defense. Okay, I get it now.
King's Indian Defense is a setup opening that you can play for white or black.
Okay,
You can play this as white as well.
the
Same.
fundamental for King's Indian defense is to um, uh, make your king safe right away, right?
Yes. And even though the name is King's Indian Defense,
Yeah.
this is a very aggressive opening
Oh.
because in this you launch an attack from your castled king side because you don't care about these pawns since you already have so
Ah.
many pieces defending your king.
Oh, all right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So since you have 5 pieces on king's defense, you'll even bring out your other knight to king's defense only, something like this, and from here maybe you go here or here. So you don't care about king side pawns.
Ah,
Who needs pawns when you can have this thing?
mm,
Also on your stream there's no board. Just
sorry?
your cam. On your stream there's just your face cam
Wait, how long has that been going on?
for about 2.5 minutes, I guess now.
Wait, what? How did that change though? I didn't change it. Wait, can you check like
I don't know.
if wait, I think I've been I think that has been going on for an hour, I guess.
No, no, not for hours. I'm watching this live throughout the time. So,
Okay, okay. That's fine.
all right. So, yeah, something like this. This is the King's Indian setup. You can
Okay.
play the same thing even for white. So, let's say if you were white, so I'll flip the board. And
Okay,
now,
I'll
if
do
you are
that as
white,
well.
what you want to play is exactly same, but instead of left hand side of the board, you'll be playing that on the right. So, you'll
Oh,
start with G3.
G3.
You'll play G3. Then you'll play D3.
Yeah.
Then you'll put your bishop out. Let's say something like this. Then you put your knight out,
Knight out.
and
Okay.
then
Then
as
castle.
soon as cast. So this
Okay.
is King's Indian setup for white.
Okay. But I don't really get center control here.
Yes, as I told you in setup opening, sometimes you give away space
Okay. So it's a
for the
very
sake of time that you don't need to react to them playing anything in the opening,
ah.
and you can just have fixed moves.
So
So for
from
beginners, it is very
so
advantageous to play setup moves
okay,
because
okay.
setup openings allow you to focus on the game actually in tactics and not waste time in the opening itself, because generally you lose out on time so many times because you spend so much time in the opening itself thinking कि कहाँ pieces develop करूँ, जगह ही नहीं है, this that. So openings actually give you an idea of what to do in the game and how to get started.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was asking. As you said before, like I don't have to use my brain power as much for the first four moves. So then later I can
Yes,
focus on
actually even
yeah.
till now I'm somewhere in 1600 range.
Okay.
I exclusively play 4 setups only
Sorry,
most of the times. So
your
even
voice
in
cut off.
even in my range
Yeah.
at around 1600, I play exclusively 3 setup openings and only one reaction
Ah, okay.
because it's
S-
easier to play setups. You have to think less and you can actually focus on current game tactics rather than changing your openings every time.
So okay, I got like I understand now the King's Indian defense, right? Okay, so but like what the opponent can do now?
Uh, let's try both of them out. I'll
Okay.
invite you to the game. Uh, where can I invite you? Yeah, I'll challenge you to a game. It will be unlimited standard. So we'll play white and black both.
Okay.
Casual. Yeah, I've invited you.
You play the white pieces, it's your turn.
Why is it correspondence?
Sorry?
Okay, so you have the white pieces. So for white, you'll try playing London first.
Okay, so the London is D4. So that would be this,
Yes. So I'll stick to the opening principle.
this. Wait. No, I
Yes,
fucked.
yes.
Okay, okay.
It is correct. It is correct.
Okay.
So I'll try and attack your pieces.
Or I still go on, right?
Yes,
With my
you just
setup.
continue because your setup actually defends your pawn as well, no?
Yes, yes, you're right. Okay. Okay, so now I've gotta use my brain.
No, even your next move is fixed. You can just move your knight out. No, I told you.
Oh, yes, 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 you're right. I think it's your
Okay.
turn. No.
Yes, it is my turn right now.
Okay.
So let's say I play something like, let's say this. All right, you had pre-moved that. Nice.
Yep.
And I go like this. So now
All
you have to
right.
use your play. So what happens next?
Okay, so the first thing I need to see is if I'm getting any checks from you, right?
First thing is you check me.
If I
You
can
think
check
from
you.
your side first,
Okay, all
and then
right.
you think from the enemy.
No, I don't think I can check you right now. So the next thing would be if I can capture any of your. No, wait, threaten or it's capture, right? Second one is capture. So if I have to check if I
It's
can.
capture threats. Yes,
Yeah, okay. So
capture
if
anything for
if I
free.
can capture a free one, and that would be also no. So next thing would be threaten. If I can threaten any of your piece,
Hmm.
so I can still use these, right? So I can threaten your bishop like that, right?
I can't see arrows now. We are in the game.
We can go back one move, right? So I can do that.
No, we can't.
Okay, so wait, I can
Actually, we
go.
are in the
I can go h3. I can move my pawn on
uh
h3 to
yes,
threaten
you
your
can go
bishop.
h3. Exactly. That is a nice threatening move.
So should I play that one?
It's up to you now. It's a actual game.
Okay, okay. So I'm playing that one.
You get to choose. Okay.
So okay, so you lost your tempo, right?
Yes, I lost a tempo.
Oh, okay. So again, I check if I can check if I can give you a check, that is no. If I can capture any of your pieces, that is again no. So again, I go for a threatening move. Is that correct?
Hmm.
Okay, so another threatening move I can think of is moving my bishop to g5, or or uh, I can go for c4. So okay, let me see what I can do.
Okay, now in both the cases, think about my checks, captions, and threats.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot.
Let's
I
say first
almost
you
forgot
think
that.
about bishop,
Okay, so I
bishop
just
c5.
noticed that I cannot move my knight because it's directly threatening my
The pin.
queen.
This is called pin. Yeah, it is called pin. So your knight is pinned to your queen.
Okay, that makes okay. So my next move should be either a pawn or my bishop. But if I
No,
move
no.
my
Now
bishop,
going back to the opening principle. Opening principle.
taking control of center.
Next thing is piece development. You have two minor pieces yet to be developed.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So
Just develop a piece.
this. No, wait. This?
Yes, I even showed you this in the game itself, right?
Oh, wait,
That
I don't remember.
this is the standard opening
Okay, I just
in
used my
London.
logic. So if I had moved one square over, I would be threatened by your pawn, and I'd lose
On.
my
Yes, so
yeah.
this is perfect.
And if I had moved another
So
one, uh, yeah, I would have threatened your knight, but then again, I would lose my pawn. I would lose
yes,
my
yes,
bishop
yes.
by a pawn.
So not to overthink this. This was a very simple basic move. I even showed you in this the London setup that you want your pieces in the center like this to
Okay,
take
okay.
maximum
So
advantage. So
now not only do I get a center control, but I can also castle my king.
yes. So
Okay.
now since you have done this, I'll let's say I play slow.
Again, if I can check, capture or threaten. I can't capture any of your. Okay, so the my next question is this bishop right here, okay? So I'm actually asking you a question. So the best thing would be to keep it right where it is right now, right?
Yes, probably.
Okay. So, okay, the first thing I do is castle my king. That was a given. Okay.
Yes, you just castle to safety. So now you have safe king. This is a very ideal setup for the king. So king,
Okay.
2 pawns in front, one extended pawn, and a knight.
Okay.
So this is a very standard ideal setup for a king. So your king is probably at maximum safety he can be.
Wow. Okay. So what would be your move now?
All right. Yeah. So now that you are castled, have all the pieces developed in center.
Yeah.
So I'm lagging behind in development, as well as my king is not safe.
But
But
that is
what I
because
do
you're
have is
lowballing me, right?
no, because I lost a tempo intentionally by moving my bishop.
Oh, okay. No, that's what I'm asking you. You already knew that was gonna happen.
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
So you're
So
letting me
now,
win. So you're letting me win basically.
no, you are not winning. So I'm showing you what can happen in actual games.
Oh, okay.
So even when you think you have followed all the principles, things can go wrong.
Okay.
So in chess, there are two things. There's one thing called strategy and another called tactic. So
And
everything we discussed today is strategy,
all right.
general guideline, what should
Okay.
be done. And then there are game specific scenarios called tactics. So now
Okay.
I'll show you why, after remembering all the strategy, still you cannot win because of tactics. So I'll just do it.
Can you define strategy and tactics for me, please?
So strategy is general guidelines. Say putting king to safety, castling, connecting your rook,
Okay, so
developing pieces, taking
strategy is basically what our goals should be.
general guidelines, yes.
Okay.
And tactic is game specific thing which usually are counterintuitive to strategy.
Okay, so fundamentally strategy is theory and the tactic is practice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now it's my turn.
So now
So
it's your turn.
am I getting a check? No, if I can check you. No, I cannot. Can I take a piece of yours? Can I capture your piece? So that is, I can use my pawn to take your bishop, but that opens a file for my king. So that's not an optimal move. So I think this is the right move.
Yes. You should take with the queen and try to protect your king. But now that you have your queen also on the same side of the board,
Yeah.
I'll just play a waiting move for a while.
So you're stalling now.
Yes, you already have your queen in the game while your minor pieces are not developed. So I'll just develop and connect rooks, follow theory. I just took you out of theory so I can follow theory peacefully.
Okay, so I forgot that thing about connecting rooks. So
Uh,
yeah, okay, so
but your rooks will be connected soon.
okay. So now my first thing should be again to see if I can give you a check, and that is a no, I cannot. If I can capture anything, I think I can, but yeah, that's not an optimal move. And the third is if I can threaten you. Hmm. Yeah, I think I can. No? Or should I go for connecting my rooks and develop my minor piece?
Develop your
I'm gonna,
pieces.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, just develop your pieces. Stay in the game, right?
Okay.
Um, Let's see.
Bye, Devangi.
I
Thanks
think
for
she's
joining,
long gone.
Devangi. Yeah, I think. Okay, so what did you play? You moved your queen, right?
Hmm.
So now I think you can castle your king, I guess.
To either side.
Yeah, either side. Okay, but my are my rooks connected?
Yes, your rooks are connected. No, they can protect each other.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
So now it's just a normal game. I told you everything I could have for the opening theory. Now starts mid game. So from this point onwards, this is a mid game. We are out of the opening. So now just thinking part begins. You think and play situationally, whatever you can. Just remember the three basic things: checks, captures, threats. Checks, captures, threats.
Checks, captures, and threat. All right. So first I think about myself. If I can give you a check, so that would be no. Again, any captures? I can take your pawn, but then you can take my knight with your knight. Okay, so I think I can actually play that one. I can sacrifice.
Why sacrifice knight for a pawn?
Yeah, that's true. And you can actually take my knight
D4 1
with
is
your pawn. It's not necessarily that you would use your knight to take my knight. Hmm. Okay. So if there's like no threatening moves, then I have to go with a stalling move, right?
it is called improving upon position. So you can't check, capture, or threat. You try to improve your position. So what will improve your position? Gaining more control in center, right?
Yeah.
So probably for you, best move is rook f1 to e1.
F1 to E1, my rook. So this.
Yes. So now this puts your rook in the center, gives you extra
Oh,
defender of the central pawn, and
okay.
discourages me from opening center. So I just actually gave away my only attacking idea that I had. So now I will have to think myself. But this is how you should play in
Okay.
general.
All right. Okay. I get it
So
now.
from
Okay.
this point, I won't tell you what I'm thinking directly, so that I can
Yeah,
think
yeah, 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 yeah. I get it.
what
Okay,
I was
okay. Yeah, yeah,
trying
yeah.
to do.
That's fair. Okay. Let's play a fair game.
Hmm. So I think, yeah, let's go.
Hmm. Okay.
Just try and make moves a bit quicker, because in general you won't be playing 2 hours, 20-minute game and all. I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Uh,
not saying rush the moves, just think faster.
if I can give a check, no. If I can capture anything, again, no. If I can threaten anything, and that would be again, no. So, hmm, I'm actually clueless right now.
Do
Okay.
anything. What do you do in your normal games? It's just your normal game now.
I'm pretty sure that was a blunder, but all right.
Excuse me? Checks, captures, threats. Look at your
E-
bishop on f4.
Bishop on my
F4.
f4.
Your dark squared bishop.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I'm losing my bishop. Yeah, you're right.
For free. I'll give you a take back. So
I
I'll
forget so
move
quickly.
this again. Yeah, one move out of the opening, and you're like,
Okay,
oh,
so
now I'm gonna blunder.
yeah, so now the only move I can do is this one, I think.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm in a pickle now. All right. Okay. So first I see if I'm getting threatened. I'm right now threatened by a pawn.
Check the number of attackers on that piece from either side. So
So
how many ways you can take the pawn? That is four. You can
yeah,
take it
that,
with the
that's
queen,
that's what I'm checking right now. So
knight
I
by
can
bishop,
use my queen,
rook,
my bishop,
and
my
knight.
rook, and my knight. I saw that, but I am also
And
seeing
how many
what
defenders
would I
do I
lose
have?
if I play that one? Yeah,
And
that's
how many defenders do I have?
you have got a knight.
And that's it. So it is
Ah,
okay for you to take because you can take up to four times on that square, while I can take up only once. So
oh,
whatever
okay.
happens, if you take with the knight, and if I take back with the knight, so now in this whole exchange, you don't lose anything.
You're right.
Because
Okay.
even if I take with
So
the knight,
you won't take my knight with your knight because you would lose your knight and
no,
you
no,
need your
actually I
knight.
have to because I want to keep my bishop on the board.
Okay. So for me, this.
Yes, because this allowed me to do this.
I see.
So I got a free pawn after the whole trade.
But now
So I
I
traded off
can
pieces
no,
for one pawn.
I can give you a check, but I also lose my bishop over that. So that's not the right move for me.
So that is pointless.
But I'm losing my queen as of right now.
Yes.
So what I can do is do this.
That is a relatively okayish move, I would say that.
Okay. So what do you think would have been the best move?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe pin my knight, get your other rook in the game. You have a semi-open file already.
Oh, okay,
All
okay.
right. Oh, but now this is just very easy.
Oh, you can give me a check, I guess. No? Ah, I see. My queen is cornered. All right.
So now I'm getting your bishop.
And you're getting my bishop, all right.
No, I'm getting your bishop only because I'm threatening your queen. So since you have to move your queen,
My
I
bishop
will
is lost.
take your bishop for that.
But
But check,
then
is it
yeah,
actually a
that's
lost bishop, or you can trade it for something? Just think about this position quite deeply. I'll come back in a minute or so. I'll be back in a minute. Think, this is a very important move. So I wouldn't do this normally, but this is just to show you that. Oh, dude, don't think.
no.
Yeah, think about it. Just think. Okay, I'll make the move, and then you think about it for a while. This is a very bad blunder for me. How can you take the maximum advantage of it? Think. I'll be back in like a second. Not a second, say 30 seconds.
Hmm. Wait, if that's a blunder, How can I? It's quite difficult, but we'll get the chat. I mean, if anyone is still watching, I don't think anyone's watching tonight's live stream. I think it's kinda. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ritvik. Oh, you were watching. Thanks, man. I mean, yeah, tonight's live stream was kind of slow, but I expected that because I was learning chess, and I think learning anything in the beginning is quite boring, but I can sell this live stream as a tutorial for chess, so that's fine, I guess. Okay, so he told me to think about it. It's a blunder, and he told me I could take maximum advantage over him. So, okay, if I move this here, he would kill me here, right? So that's obviously not the optimal move. And when I did this, he told me that that's not the right move for some reason. So let's think what we can do. Hello, Vatsal, you still there? I think I figured it out. Okay, so if I do this, right? He might do this. I lose that one. Then I would do this. Okay. No, but I cannot because he can do this. I would lose my queen. Okay, so I think that's not the right move. So I have to move my queen, right? I think that's what I have to do. But how? How the frick do I do that? How the frickin' fuck? Hmm.
Right, I'm back. I'm back.
I literally cannot think of any move. Okay, so wait. Here's my theory. You can't see the circles, right?
No,
So I figured I have to move my queen. I cannot use any other piece. Am I correct on that one?
no.
Okay. So
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 have you
the
seen
next
Suits?
no, I have not.
Okay, so in Suits, Harvey Specter has a very famous dialogue. What do you do when your back is against the wall and someone has a gun to your head? So Mike says you give up, but Harvey Specter, well, being the man that he is,
Yeah.
says no. You either pull out a bigger gun or do one of the 46 other things, then give up.
Okay. So the other thing
You
I
pull out a
thought
bigger gun.
I pull out a bigger gun and I literally do not see any guns here. Okay, so let me just ask you if I'm on the right track. Do I use my bishop here?
Yes, your light squared bishop.
Okay. And I think this is the right move.
No, this loses the queen and the bishop.
Oh, okay. So I think I guess this is the only move other than that.
Why? Do you realize?
No.
I can't take your bishop. At least with not with the pawn.
Oh yeah. So then you
Because if I
lose your
take
pawn.
no, not my pawn. If I
Then
take it with my pawn, that
but
means you can take my queen with your rook. This was the whole point of making the
oh
rook central.
Oh shit, I did not see that coming. But you can use your knight to take my bishop, but then you lose your
Again,
knight. Yeah.
if I take with my knight, you can take with your queen and still the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, yeah. So these were the only two bishop moves I thought of, but
In the
I was
whole,
like, hey, if I can check him first or not, but I forgot to see if I'm being threatened by you first. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
also, uh, in this whole thing,
Yeah,
where tempo is important. So, for example, I can take with my knight here, then you take with your queen, and I can take your queen with my pawn.
yeah.
So, this turns out a bad move if you take my knight back. Do you
Okay.
realize why? So, I'll just take it back. Let's say like this.
So I take out your knight now, and I lose
No,
my
you
queen.
cannot.
I
I
lose
mean,
my
you should
queen.
not.
Yeah, yeah, I
Hmm.
should not.
Because no, not only you lose your queen, we exchange queens, but then you are down a rook. Because when you take my queen with your rook, I'll take it back with the bishop. So we both will lose our queens, but I'll get a rook out of it for free.
That makes sense. Okay, so I think I do not move my queen here. I think
No,
I
you do
can.
not even move this here, nor you move your this thing. Take
Okay,
it back. Don't even take the bishop
okay.
because not something you would have thought of, and nor should you play at this level trying to pin the queen and stuff. You should stick to the simple principles and just move your queen out
Out of the
because in
way. So
generally.
I think it would be here.
Hmm.
Okay.
So let's say I do this. Now you have to take something back.
I take your knight with my queen.
Hmm.
Okay.
So now, after the entire exchange, I want a pawn again. See if you can see +1 I have.
Sorry.
I have
Oh yeah,
plus
yeah, yeah.
one.
Plus one pawn. Okay. So what does that
So
signify?
I have one extra pawn than you do.
Ah, okay.
But my pawn structure is very weak. My king is not safe. It is very open, in fact. My bishop is constantly under threat. That means my pawn is pinned to the bishop. And
Your
you
rook.
have very solid
Yep.
structure
Yeah.
and
Also
central
your
rook.
also your rook is threatened right now
Yes, also my rook is threatened. So I'll solve all of these issues at once.
by castling it. Yes.
But
Okay.
can you take something free right now? Do you
Yeah,
see
I
something?
can I can take your pawn that is right beside me.
Yes. You could have taken another pawn as well
And
on the a7.
A7. Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
That would have opened up the file for me. Is
Yes, and you can
Yeah,
even
yeah.
attack my castle king.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That was the better move. Okay. I should have taken a look, but it's all right. I'm still
Yeah,
learning.
this is great.
Yeah.
But now I will actually ruin your king's FD.
Oh, okay. So I have to take your bishop, right?
You have only one move, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
exactly.
have to take your bishop, and that weakens my structure.
Very much.
Fuck.
Not like I'll
Now,
give up my lead pawn for nothing.
yeah, yeah.
I gave up a pawn just so I can do this. As long as your queen was on the other side, you were protecting it. You took the free pawn, then only I can do this.
So
So it was
that
all
was a
calculated.
gambit.
It wasn't technically a gambit because I lost a pawn for nothing, and I was
Okay.
hoping that you would take it. See, the difference between gambits and tactical speed is that in gambits, you give away something and you don't get it back.
I
In this, I was
see.
already in lead. I
Okay,
don't have to give up anything. I was +1, now I'm 0.
that makes sense. Okay.
In Gambit, you lose something. In this, I don't lose anything.
Okay.
Status quo is maintained. But I have much better position.
So again, I have to see if I can give you a check, which I can, but then I lose my queen over that, so that's not the right move for me. And now I see if I can capture any of your pieces, which again, I don't think I can. Then,
You can. There's a free pawn
oh yeah, yeah, right, right, right.
that
But
comes with check.
I lose my queen then.
But then I lose my queen as well, no? So after the whole everything is said and done,
Wait, how do you
you
lose
are
your
up a
queen?
pawn. You have your rook protecting the file.
Wait, I don't get
So
it. But wait, I don't get it. But we'll play it out. We'll play it out. Okay, let's do.
oh no, I not meant this pawn. I meant the pawn on e6.
Wait, which one?
Oh my god,
E6.
e6.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yes, pawn on e6
Oh,
is free,
I did not see that I was giving
and
you
the
a check
move
here as well.
comes with a check as well as threatens both my rook if I move my queen away. So I have to
Damn.
take and trade queens. Now
Okay.
you can take my queen back.
But again, I lose the connection between my rooks. Rooks.
But you
I cannot
have to
pronounce.
take the queen, no?
That is also fair. Okay.
Hmm. So now you are up a pawn when everything is said
Oh,
and done. The one on e3 that you took.
okay. So does
Like,
that mean I'm on lead right now? Is that what it
yes,
means? Okay.
it means you're in lead. You have +1 pawn.
Okay, got it.
So I'll just.
Okay. What I can do now is see if I can give you a check. I can, but that's not worth it. If I can take any of your pieces, I cannot. Can I threaten? I don't think I can. Hmm. Oh, I think I blundered, right?
A pawn, yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. You were +1. You just blundered a pawn.
But did I make the right move with my king?
Yes, it was actually a rather safer move. King safety is always first.
Yeah, that's where I put my priorities. So, okay.
It's generally a decent move, but you could have put your rook firstly to c1 and then moved your king. That would protect the pawn as well as put king to safety, but it's okay. You just lost a pawn, which you were up anyway. So it's okay. Not a bad move.
Hmm. So I'm losing my another pawn right now,
So
right?
there are
So
two ways you can defend it.
two
You
ways
can
I can
either
defend it. I can either move
move
my
your rook
pawn or my
or you
rook.
can move your pawn.
I don't think I can move my rook. Wait, I can. Okay, yeah, I can. So I think I'll go with this one.
Okay. Checks captures threat. Can you take something for free?
Can I take something for free? I think I can take your pawn,
Yes.
but I okay, yeah, you're right. Checks, captures, and threat. I keep forgetting the basics. All right.
Hmm.
Hmm. Why do I feel like you're baiting me?
Might be.
It has to be, right? You wouldn't play that move for no reason.
Come on, I hand fed you moves for 25 moves. You have to make like four next moves. That's it. So this was the perfect move order, at least for this move. You have to make next three moves perfect in order to close out this game.
So you can easily take my pawn with your bishop rook now because your other rook is protecting it.
Hmm. So when you generally cannot stop something from happening, you try to look for compensation. So if you're losing a pawn somewhere, can you get a pawn from somewhere else?
I don't understand what do you mean.
Uh, so you right now know that you are going to lose a pawn, for
Yeah,
example, right?
yeah, yeah.
So first thing you should think is, can you defend it? But if you know you cannot defend it, then checks, captures, and threats. Can you threaten some other pawn of mine? So if I take your pawn, you take my pawn, and you have compensation for the lost pawn.
Maybe this, I guess.
That is a decent move. This doesn't at least lose
Oh, okay,
immediately.
wait, wait, wait. I got it now. I got it. Can I take back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, it's your turn, I guess.
So I made this move, and it's your turn now.
And this?
Actually, last one was better. So what
Okay.
happens in this is I can do this.
Ah, I see.
Now I'll defend the pawn as well. See, whatever you make, I'll take the other pawn as well and
Ah, okay. I'm fucked. All right, okay. Okay, let's play this one out. So, this is the only move, I guess.
for this though is game over.
Oh, acha, the game is over. I lost. Oh, yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right. There's literally no move. Yeah, it's checkmate. Okay, so what would have happened if I had played that move? Hello? I think you're stuck. I don't think if you can hear me. Hello? Can you hear me?
hello.
Hello?
I can hear you.
I
Yeah, I
think
can.
I think you
Loud and
got
clear.
disconnected for a second. Okay, so okay,
Yeah, take it back. Oh, another take back, okay?
okay, so I made this move. You asked me if I can threaten any of your piece,
Yes.
and I had made this h4, my pawn,
Hmm.
but you said that was only a decent move, and
Yes.
you asked me if I can think of any other better move.
Hmm. So right now, even letting go of a pawn is good for you because you have to think of king safety. Whatever you do, I'm gonna give you a check.
Oh,
There's
okay.
only one move that stops that check.
This?
Hmm. So now you might lose a pawn or two,
You're
but this
right.
protects your king and gives you an opportunity to now attack my pawn on g5.
Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah,
Right.
I get it now. Okay.
So I'll stop you from doing that first
Hmm.
because I could have taken your pawn on b2,
Yeah.
but then in any other combination of moves, after I take your b2 pawn, I lose the g5. So you're already up a pawn. I don't want to trade more. I want to
Okay.
get back my material.
I mean, your king is pretty safe right now.
Yes.
I guess I can do this one, I guess.
Great move.
Sorry?
Great move.
Right?
Yeah, that was perfect.
I use my brainy thing, you know. It works.
Seems like working is fine.
Okay, so what else can I do now? Okay, so this pawn is threatened now, right? But if I
Hmm.
take my rook to threaten, no, that's not the right move.
There are no right moves actually. Game is pretty much over.
For me?
Yes, kind of, sadly.
Okay. But you said
You,
this was a great move.
yes, but that was the only possible move
Oh,
that
I
doesn't
see.
lose immediately.
Okay. So what happens now? If you can walk me through it.
Just continue, make a move.
Okay.
Like you will lose at least one pawn right away in any move order. Whatever you try to do, you will lose at least one pawn. So your best shot is now to attack my king. So maybe play something like rook f1 even, something like that. So then you can double up the rooks on 8th rank and give me back rank checks.
F1 or E1.
Hmm.
So the
Putting your rook on the open file.
okay.
So what it does is now you have a chance to double up your rook on the 8th rank
Oh,
and you
okay.
can check me from behind.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So back rank checks. Always look for back rank checks with rook. So now that you did this, I'm not even taking the free pawn. I'm gonna continue with my threat. I'll tie up your guy first. So now you can't take that rook which you
Oh
wanted.
yeah, or else it's just a checkmate.
Hmm. Not a mate, but very unpleasant position where you'll lose three pawns. And remember, actually, all of this is happening because of that doubled pawn you have, which I created by making a queen sacrifice.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So every single
Okay,
move has
let's just
repercussions.
play it out. I'm just gonna make random moves now.
Yeah, sure. I was hoping we play like one. Oh, this is free rook. Thanks. Maybe last take back.
Okay.
And one more. I took it. So yeah, make a move. So it's my turn. I made this, and now it's your turn.
It's a checkmate, yeah.
Not a checkmate. It's just a check,
Check, okay.
not a mate. At least not yet. Mm,
Damn, we've been streaming for 2 hours now.
Oh, yeah. So now you can't move your rook out, and you have to trade because your rook is pinned.
Hmm. It's over, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. I resigned.
Let's play one game just quick before you end the stream. I'll challenge you to like something actually real game.
Okay.
Mm. What is the normal time control you play?
I've never played one before.
Okay, wait.
You
I'll
can make it 5 minutes, I don't mind.
okay. So I'll just go back, search Batli-Man challenge. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 plus 3, 50.
Sorry?
5 plus 3 or 50.
What does that mean?
So you want increments per move or
No,
straight
no,
up
no, no. No increments.
just 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. So if it's a no increment game, let's play 50. Uh, actually, you know what? Let's make it 80 if it's zero only. What do you want? White, black?
I'll take white. Actually, you
You
know what?
take
I'm
white.
actually quite tired right now. Can we play tomorrow?
I don't mind. I just wanted like one quick game, but yeah, no issue. We
Yeah,
can end
okay.
the stream here.
Okay. All right then.
I hope you learned something.
I did learn a lot. I have made notes right here. There we go. I'll try to practice and I hope I get better at it. And thanks, man, for teaching me and my viewers,
Sure.
hopefully.
This was actually very fun for me. Actually, doing anything apart from studying is fun for me at this point. So
I
I was
bet,
actually
yeah.
looking forward to this.
Actually,
It was fun.
if you're free again, then we should do this again sometime.
Maybe yeah. Except weekends, I'm generally free at this time.
I mean, obviously, I can't do chess every day, or else I literally get no viewers.
You know, I understand. I'm not saying you do chess streams.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I play 1,000 different things. I can maybe someday play Dota. Okay, no,
I
you don't
don't
play
play
Dota. I'll
Dota,
play
yeah.
CS with you. Yeah, I'll play CS
That's
with you.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can play that.
I'm not as good. What? I think. Well, last I played, I was gold 4, I think. Yeah, I was gold 4. Probably I've dropped to like silver 1 level right now.
I'm a
But
noob. I'm a noob. I used to play on
so
my potato laptop, so I'm not that great.
I'm also not very good at CS, but yeah, I played quite some time, so I can play. Definitely, we'll play some CS.
Oh yeah, for
I think
sure.
you play some other things that I don't, Valo and Apex and something. But
I don't
yeah,
play Apex, but yeah, I do play Valorant. I also play
uh,
Minecraft as well.
actually, that is something that I've always wanted to play, but I've never played. I don't even have the game.
Have you not?
I don't understand the
Minecraft is
concept.
fucking awesome, man. It's like one of the best games on the market.
I know, I just never got into it, and now you feel like,
I'll
at this
I'll
point, I'm
I'll
too afraid
DM
to
you.
ask.
I'll DM you how you can play. I there's some of the developers have actually made a free version of the game where you don't get like all the customization options, but you can play the basic version of the game.
I don't even mind buying the game. It's just that everyone knows everything about Minecraft, where I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there are blocks. That's all I know, and then you feel
It's actually quite
too
easy to
late to now
learn.
ask me
It's
what the
it's
game is.
not that difficult. I'll teach you. I'll teach
Oh,
you
I
sometime.
heard the learning curve was very hard. All right, yeah, then that is fine.
Yeah,
See, nice. So I can teach you chess, maybe Dota. You can teach me Minecraft.
yeah. That's a fair deal. Anyway, I'll text
Sure.
you in a bit. I'll just end the live stream now.
Sure. No
Yeah,
issues.
yeah.
I'll
Bye.
also probably
Bye.
go to bed. I have
Okay, yeah,
classes in the
okay.
morning. Bye
Oh
bye.
yeah, that's fine. Okay, and thanks again, man. Thanks for doing this.
Alright. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed a lot.
Okay, I'll see you later, man. Bye. Okay, guys. So that was it for tonight. I had really fun playing with him. I learned a lot, and I've actually talked to my other friend who was interested in playing chess, and I also thinking of playing with Wahi Funny Wala. He also asked me if we can play chess, so we're gonna bring that as well. But I wanted to prepare myself, so I asked him if he could teach me, and he was very kind enough to teach me. So thanks again, Vatsil, for joining the stream, and goodbye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.